Welcome back, friends. Last guy here. Time for let's do 10 minutes. 10 minutes real quick. Okay. So the Kirby podcast, the second light novel, script's done, it's fully recorded, it's edited. Well, the audio's edited. Now I gotta do all the video stuff and rewatch it like 2 or 3 times. It's gonna be like 2 hours to do that. 2 hours just listening because it's at least an hour long podcast. So it's almost done. It'll be done by the end of the month. Yay! Getting new glasses Monday. As you can tell, how off-center these glasses are depending on the angle you're looking at this. Yeah, these aren't, in the right spots. Been crooked vision for the last couple of months. Isn't that funny? So new glasses Monday. So next vlog will be new glasses. Yay! Then Super Mario RPG will be the weekly LP on the main channel. Yeah, that's what's going on. Okay, so we're making content, just not as much these days, that's for sure. We're making about what? About a dozen things a month now instead of 36 things a month? God, we were crazy. We were crazy. No. We're doing like 50 videos a month at times, weren't we? Yeah, we were. Oh my God. We did so much. You know how frustrating it is to do so much and not, explode, How frustrating it's gotta be. How frustrating it is to just see, like, a channel make only, like, 15, 16 videos ever and have 1.2 million subs. I guess it's because they didn't dilute their stuff with more videos that would just make people unsub, I guess. I don't know. I actually thought all their stuff was crap. I'm surprised they got so big. It was impressively bad, but so big. The only way to take that is I'm just not the audience, but I tried to look at it objectively and I just couldn't understand. It was just so bad. The world is vast is the best way to put it. That's the best way to put it. The world is vast. It was just so bad. No, I'm reflecting on that. Okay, so doing a quick vlog because right now I think I'm in a good spot, and that's great. Not a perfect spot. I am still like not in the best. I'm still not like. Why am I in a good spot? Let's go with that. Why am I in a good spot? Because I'm making progress, or at least attempting to. So let's talk about Tuesday. That's the day to talk about. Tuesday nights, there's a tea place that's just a gathering place for Asians, apparently. So on Tuesday nights, they do like the Japanese gathering. So there's a bunch of people go there to talk in Japanese, talk about Japanese things like that. So I went there, and here's the mistake. I'm not exactly a social person going to a social event. So it was like, oh God, what do I do? And it was just, all right, I don't know. I can't just walk up and talk to people. That's not a skill I have. How do I do this? Instead, a friendly Japanese man approached me because he was also here for the first time. And he's like, oh, okay. I'm here so here's the thing, I'm there to speak Japanese, he's there to speak English. I'm like, well, I'm more confident in this guy's English than I'm in my Japanese, so we're gonna talk in English. And he also just meeting other Japanese people, so like he's more comfortable because of course San Diego has a lot of Japanese people, just not like a bajillion of them, of course. So met this guy, and it's like I met like the John of Japanese people, at least as far as I can tell, and that his name was Akira. And what is the Japanese name you hear in like everything? Akira. It's always Akira. I met the John of Japan. And it was nice meeting this guy and learning a lot about how the Japanese feel about America as someone who's there. Like he's here for a year and that's it. He's only been here a couple months. And like, of course, he loves baseball. He really likes baseball a lot. And what he told me is like all of his friends who come to America and leave America, go back to Japan, some reason develop a love of golf, which is weird because Japan has golf courses. That's interesting. Just learned a lot. Like he's from the countryside, but he lives in Tokyo now, and he's like, the countryside, everyone's a lot more friendly and talkative. While in Tokyo, everyone's just got their headphones on and nobody talks, nobody approaches each other. It's like, oh, that's interesting. So it's very isolated in Tokyo, but very crowded, which is so weird to hear. But also, I get it being here in San Diego. It's the same damn thing. And also learning just a one-bedroom apartment for him is like a family house to him. Like, they live very small and compact back in Japan, so that's just crazy to me. That doesn't feel like enough room, but it is for them. Wow. Also, the portions here are a bit like these are things that we've all heard, but getting it confirmed by an actual Japanese man is something else. Where he's like, "Yeah, like you guys eat really big. Like one meal's like all my meals. Holy crap!" It's like, wow, okay. Just very interesting. And I just told him about all the Japanese events we have here, like where you can go for Hanami. Because I said Hanabi at first on accident, that's fireworks. But I meant Hanami, which is the cherry blossoms. So I told him where he can go for that if he wants to do that. And some other things that are Japanese things here in America, in San Diego. He also likes hiking, so we told him about um, like Utah's a great place for because it's got a lot of national parks. He likes national parks. Like you got Yosemite here and all that. You got all these nice ones here, but then there's also a bunch of nice ones over in Utah. So that's like I told him about that. I told him like Yosemite, Zion, and then everything in Utah and everything. And it was just nice meeting a dude. That was interesting. There's just a lot of just clusters of people talking, and I was just listening to some people talking Japanese. So I'm just osmosisly trying to understand the language better. There are times when I heard words I understood, and so I was getting some context of what they were talking about, and that was very interesting. And like when it comes to personal life, I'm in a better mood just because I'm actually trying to do something. So I'm trying to learn Japanese for real this time, making progress. I'm like, I'm gonna come here every Tuesday. Every Tuesday I can. I'm gonna come here, be around these people. At some point maybe I'll just talk to randos because apparently it's a social thing. You're supposed to talk to people, so you're supposed to just go, "Hey, can I talk to you people?" How do you do that? How do you? I don't know. Like, I'm sure if you have a better command of the Japanese language, like, hey, you want to talk Japanese? Let's talk Japanese. Now, obviously, this is where all the Japanese people go to just find other Japanese to talk in Japanese and just talk about things because they miss home. So there were a lot of just Japanese people there as well, but they were clustering to themselves. I'm like, oh well, that's an impenetrable I'm not gonna touch. Nope, not going over there. That ain't gonna happen. Nope. Nope, not talking to those people. Um, Funny thing, I had Taiwanese tea because it's a tea place. Also interesting. On Thursdays they do Chinese night, so if I wanted to meet Chinese people, I could. Thing is, I'm not trying to learn that language, so no. So yeah, so I'm making progress on the personal side of things with that, and just working on workout routine stuff as well, leveling up my workouts, doing higher level Pilates, which is oh my god. It is so much. My core hurts so bad right now. It's the good kind of sore, though. But oh my god, is it sore. Work, on the other hand, is just bleh. Work is work. Work is work for everyone. Work was such a bear, but I dealt with it, and now work is over, so I can have fun for the weekend before going back to work. And in 2 weeks, I'm gonna be subbing as a supervisor, and because there's gonna be a supervisor position coming up in a couple weeks to interview for. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm on the upswing right now in a lot of ways, so I'm not feeling too badly right now mentally. So that's good. That's always good, right? That's a good thing. Maybe next week I'll be depressed. We'll see. Oh god, looking at housing. Oh my god, everything's too expensive. We're the most expensive city right now in America, and it's crazy. Like, if I want to buy a house, which I'm trying to do this year, um, buying a house would be $6,000 a month to pay the mortgage because of the interest and just how expensive houses are. I'm like, oh, all right, well, I can't do that. Shoot, okay, we're gonna have to look for like older homes, more broken down homes that we'll just fix up later as I progress further in a career. Yeah, do that. Now, partially in my head, I'm putting the cart before the horse, and then I'm like, well, And they're like, well, if I get like a 3-bed and it's all rickety, like what girls want to date a guy in a 3-bed? I'm like, what girls gonna want to date a guy in anything? Like girls date guys for many reasons. Just this is not going to be the roadblock. Potentially, there's a lot of things that can be a roadblock. One is just me being the roadblock of myself. That's a better way to put it. Just date girls for step 1. Date girls. Step 2. Then worry about if they like your housing situation. Well, that's the thing. You try to think full picture, end game, and all that. But if you focus on that too much, well, then what does it matter if you never get to that point anyway, right? So it's like with anything, we're like, when we get to step 10 of this situation, this is where we're going to be screwed. So because of that, let's not do any of it. Like that's a mindset that's happening. It's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Just try to figure out a way to make 10 work. When you get there, like, as you're heading over there, better way to go about it. Take the step, take that road as you come upon it, and not just see it on the map and go like, well, since this part of the map, since this part of the trip's going to be not so great, fuck it, we don't do the whole trip, we don't do any of the trip. Like that's the mindset I'm trying to fight, for sure. Yeah, for sure, trying to fight that. That's the vlog. That's it. Just there's my thoughts right now. And, yeah. Oh, random one I want to shout out right now, because, like, me and Jinx recently, like, in the last month, discovered Doobus Goobus. It was very entertaining. I saw the art, I'm like, nah, I don't give a shit about this. And then watched one, I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty good. It's actually funny, because the guy understands the characters and does them well. That's why, okay, this other channel I'm not going to name, they have, like, 16 videos, and they're, like, well done art, but they don't understand the characters. It's not funny. None of the jokes land. It's all terrible. 1.2 million subs. Don't get it. Don't understand. It's awful. Doobus Goobus, not the best art at all, but he understands the characters very well, has amazing impressions, and it's just very entertaining, and they're very short, too. And if you just... I'll just go with a long one. Just go with the Winnie the Pooh saga, and it captures the characters so very well, and is very entertaining. Just... that one right there. Like, just watch that one, and you'll like it. You'll like it, I think. And, yeah, that's it. That's the vlog. I had fun. Hope you had fun watching. That's just all Bazant. Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time, where hopefully, still in a better mood. Yeah! Boy, 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 boy.